All right, YouTube, back in another video. Today, the plan is to get the new exhaust tip put on the truck, put the new fog lights in, and get all the rock lights in. I got 50 rock lights, so this thing is going to be lit up. So hopefully, and paint the frame. So hopefully, in the whole next video or whole video here, we get all that done within like the next week. So I should have a little time here and there after work. So I'll try to knock out as much as I can. I already kind of measured up where my tip is going to go on the truck. It's a 5 to a 6 inch. The only thing is I'm going to put it on there. It's probably going to stick out pretty far. So I'm going to end up taking it to work and then we'll cut it in the bandsaw and cut a chunk out. Just because I don't want to cut farther back where the hanger is. I'll get up under there and show you. Because I already started cutting actually and I forgot, let me record. So I'll get up under there and show you and then where it's probably roughly gonna sit. All right, so we're up under here. And I don't want to cut past this hanger. Really, I need to be like back here with it. But we're gonna cut like here, and then it's probably gonna stick out a little bit actually further back here probably. Probably about like right here. So we'll end up cutting a chunk off and kind of get it nice and where it looks good on the outside of the truck. Okay, the tip is on. It's shooting a little bit farther back than what I was expecting. But I think I like it better because it's a little bit different than what everyone else does, where it's perfectly 90 coming out the back. So it comes kind of more out the corner. But overall, I think it's looking pretty good. That's a 5 to a 6. Shoots right between the bumper and the rear fender of the bed. So we'll get the first start going here with the new tip. All right, we gave it a little wipe down with some Rain-X. Get it nice and cleaned up. Looking good. So hopefully tomorrow I'll pick the camera back up. I gotta go to St. Louis, so it might be late when I get back. So either tomorrow or the next day, I think we'll start working on the rock lights. I got everything for them. Got the wire. Got all 50 lights. I don't think we're putting all 50 lights in one switch. I think we're gonna save some of them for the drive shaft and where the spare tire goes when I put some train horns down there. But got a fuse block, everything. I believe this is the switches for it. Switches that light up red that I'll mount this thing somewhere where I could put a 2 sets of rock lights, and then I would like to put my light bar that I want to put on the front of the truck on the third one, and then both boxes of rock lights. So I'll pick the camera back up either tomorrow or the next day when we start messing with this. All right, so it is Tuesday. 2 days later. When I put the tip on, it's all filled. Let me show you that already. Just for driving it for probably about 2 hours. It was raining a little bit, but she's dirty already. 2 hours after I put it on, and she's all caked up. So she's gonna need to be cleaned. See all that soot in there. And the whole back of my truck just gets soot all over. You can just see it. So she needs to be washed. Which I'll probably end up washing this thing on Thursday, because I think I'll be able to get all the wheel well rock lights put in today and tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see. Probably not, I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for. And I need to get that frame painted, but I can't get the other rock lights because the magnets I ordered are smaller than I thought. I was like, oh, but they'll still work. You know, because I can just put a recessed, put a recessed bolt in there, like a flush mount, but it still sticks out just a little bit too far. And the magnet's not really that strong when it's just sitting on there. You know, this rock light would for sure fall off like that. So that ain't gonna work. But we are for sure gonna get some of them done. I got 50 lights. I think on the first switch, there's gonna be about, I don't know, 30 something of them. The wheels, and then the side is in the front and the back. And then once I put the rest of them, because I want to put some train horns in the back, but I don't want to put the rock lights until I put the train horns. And then I'll put some rock lights going down the center of the truck by the drive shaft so it's lit up. And I do plan on putting probably 3 in the grill. And that will probably be on the same, I haven't really decided if that's going to be on the same switch as the wheel lights, the wheel rock lights. Maybe, probably end up doing it just like that because I could just keep running my wires. I'll probably start in this corner
Or probably start here and go around, and then these will come this way and come and tie in there to all, and then those will go all the way around and connect back to in the cab. Then I'll run a ground to the battery, and like I showed before, using this switch little panel because it'll be neat and clean, and I'll probably put it somewhere where it's a little bit more hidden. Okay, so the plan right now is to do 4 in each wheel well, so it is bright. So I'll probably do 1 here, 2, 3 somewhere in there, and 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, probably 5 going down each side, 4 in front, 4 in back, 3 in the grill on the one switch. So I think we're gonna start right here in this back corner, or one of them, just get them in there, make sure it all fits up well, and get this wheel liner out and get the drill and get them lined up. And we'll just keep knocking one out at a time. All right, so it's a couple days later. I got a decent amount of progress for the amount of time I've had to work on it, because I haven't really been home like 4 or 5 days, 4 days, except for last night. Last night I knocked out a decent amount of it. So basically from right here all the way back is done. I just have to run my wire from here up in to the front to connect the front, or really these just need to come together and run up, since the front is going to run all the way around. Oh no, I think just from that wheel well is going to run over. These strip is going to run back. So basically these 5 are done, the 4 in the back, every wheel well. These are all wired up. I'll show a video of them on. Only these are on, and the back 4 are on. And I also had to cut the hitch just a little bit, so my elbow would stop hitting a little bit. So you can see just right there, this little spot, I just notched it just a tad bit. It ain't really affecting nothing, it ain't gonna do nothing. And that's just so it doesn't hit no more, there's no rattle, no noise. So right now I think I'm gonna go and do the other 5 on the other side. So basically from the back of the front right wheel well all the way around to here will be done, and all I'll have is the front. And the side can go pretty quick since I already have them all made here, the magnets on them, and they all magnet up. I'll throw that clip in like I said so you can see what it's already looking like. And I'm thinking within like about 2 hours, 3 hours, I'll have them all done. So I'm gonna keep knocking them out. There's nothing really to show because I'm just wiring and putting magnets everywhere. And then, I don't know if I showed this already in the video, but so I got something so I could take the bed cover off. Where is it? That's at back here. I bought a black inside the bed toolbox. Eventually the plan is to get this powder coated red in the winter time. So I think in the winter time I'm gonna get that powder coated, the box powder coated. I'm gonna get the hitch powder coated, maybe a couple other things. So I would like to do the lift kit over the winter time. Nothing big, you know, like just a 4-inch probably, just so I could fit 35s on 24 by 14s with some KG1s or something. And for me to do the lift kit, I have to put another garage door over there. I want to leave that one, then I want to add another one that's about 8 foot tall, because when I come out here I have about this much room, not that much room above the top of my truck. So I'll put another garage door cut out right there, and I'll be able to just drive my truck in the grass and park this pickup truck here, my red truck. And then I do plan on buying a work car. A buddy of mine has a friend that's selling it. I already talked to him that I'd buy it and everything. I just have to go pick it up, give him the money, and I'll park that inside also over the winter time. So now I'm just gonna go around, get to the other side, get those 5 done, and I'll plug them back in, and everything from the rear wheel from the front of the rear wheels will work. So let me get to work and get something done. All right, so it's a few hours later. I switched a couple things up, but it's all still very similar to how it's gonna be, and kind of changed where I was gonna put the switch. Holy crap, there's a big old stink bug right here. Look at that thing. Remove that. So I was gonna do 4 across the bottom and the front. I ended up doing 3. and 3 in the grill. So there's 1 in the grill right here, 1, and then 1 under, and 1 on each side also. And basically the wiring goes, so say it starts from this wheel, or from behind this wheel, goes all the way around, back all the way to that wheel where that 1 battery's at. And everything from right here in this wheel well comes all the way around, comes up into here. So far, I need to go through and clean this all up. I got a 20 amp fuse in there now, just rough guess what I think it needs. And I ran the wiring for 2 future things. This black wire, which would be a ground, but it goes off the 2nd switch in the 3 switch panel. And then this is another wire that is ran with it. So there's 5 wires that go to this little switch panel. I'll show you here. 2 for power and ground, and then 3 of them that go off basically the load wire. So right now the rock lights are on this first switch. The second one will be the light bar that I'm gonna put in the bumper, and then this one will just be for something else I don't know yet. So we'll flip these ones on, and that's all the lights are on right now. We'll close this up. So we got 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 3 in the front, 3 in the grill, and even just right now. So I'll close the garage door and everything here in a little minute once I get stuff cleaned up and get as dark as I possibly can in here, and we'll see how it's looking. But right now, before I get too far ahead, I'm gonna go ahead, organize all this wiring, make it look nice. I'll put magnets on the back side of this, so I can just put magnetize right to the side of the fender on the inside, and it's all super clean. I have a little extra wire so I can pull it out, still work on it. And basically, since that switch just has 1 power and ground ran to it, and then everything's piggybacked off of it, normally you'd have to run a power from this box, or how I would do it, run a power from this box, each one switch individually, and ground them all together. But since they already all piggyback, this 1 wire here and this one is the power and the ground for the switches. And then this is that obviously has power and ground from the battery here, from the first battery. And then now everything I run off of, I just need to run the power will be coming from the switch already, which would be this one or this black wire. This black wire is the 2nd switch, this is the 3rd switch. And then I'll just ground it to the box. So right now I have, this is the ground from all the switches, and then this is the ground for the fog lights. And then I still have, I could double it up if I need to add an extra one, but I have plenty more slots right here. I got 1, 3 on this side, and I got 1 more open on this side still. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this up and, you know, organize it, make it look good, tuck it all away, get everything cleaned up, and I'll get the garage doors closed and get a little video going. I also think before I get everything 2 foot away, I want to get that box that's behind the couch there, put it in there. I got an old mat, or old mud flap from the dually actually. I'm gonna cut pieces of rubber out. I'm gonna lay them down so the box isn't sitting directly on the bed. There'll be a little piece of rubber. It's gonna be all the way forward, and then I can get this bed cover off, which I'm going to keep it. You know, if I go on road trips or whatever, then I can put it on, everything stay dry. But for now, I'd rather just have the toolbox, no bed cover, a little bit more of a sleek, clean look. So I'm gonna get that taken, take this bed cover off now, and get everything out of the bed, get that bed in there, or the box in there. I'll pick the camera up when I'm at that point.
Okay, so we got the box, and it's obviously a different day, I got different clothes on. When I was putting it in, people ended up coming over, so I just finished putting the box in and everything, whatever. So the box is in, there's rubber under it, everything looks good. I think eventually I want to put some lights in it or something. Add a little bit, because I can just run power here and put a switch inside. So I can just see in there, because there's a little lip right here. And plus, if I put lights, you won't see the bolts because it won't be in the front. It'll be kind of a back here. It's already dark. Put like a light here, 1 in the middle, 1 over there, or 1 right there and 1 right there. We'll see. But the box is in. Works well. You can't even, like, when you're sitting back, it just looks super clean, not being able to see it or nothing. And that was the whole point. And eventually, when I take some stuff off to go get powder coated, probably gonna pull it back off to get it powder coated red.
then it'll match everything else. But right now we're gonna get this frame painted, finished up, and I'll pick the camera back up when it's done. It won't take that long. I just need to knock it out and get it done because I got a bunch of stuff I really need to get done today.
So we got, basically the entire frame has one coat on it. This winter, when I got big things coming for it, the truck is gonna get torn apart like pretty far. So we'll do a whole nother coat on everything that I'm not gonna get powder on. So like the whole frame for this first, you know, there's gonna be two versions of the truck. The first version, what we're gonna do this winter, and then the second version when maybe in a year or 2 years, it's gonna get a whole bunch more stuff done to it. But for now, this is looking so much better. And then it's gonna be a little bit different shade right there until, you know, it dries, because that was painted 2 months ago or something, maybe longer. But it looks just a whole lot better now, especially when my rock lights are on. You know, I'd be not seeing a bunch of rust. So for now, that is looking a whole lot better. I don't know if it's in the video or not, but I did put the LED fogs in. At the end of the video, I'll throw a picture up with all the lights and stuff on. It looks a whole lot better. And I just can't wait till I color match it and put those Boost Auto mirror lights in also, because then they'll match the cab lights, and then get clear headlights. So they'll all be clear switchbacks. Basically all match my cab lights. Everything will be the same. And hopefully this winter, or maybe springtime, we'll do some color matching. Maybe this winter, maybe do a couple things. At least maybe get the mirrors done, because everybody always color matches them and puts those LEDs in. It leaves this chrome and this chrome. So I'm gonna color match all the black, and then also I'm gonna paint this bottom one white and leave the top chrome only, just to give it a little bit different. And then I'm gonna do something a lot of people are gonna hate, is end up painting this part of the grill white, so it'll all be the same color, and leave this all chrome. And then obviously this is gonna be white in here too, so it'll be chrome and white. And we'll see, but if I could take all this off, I'll paint all these white and just leave these chrome, and then eventually have a white GMC badge. And all the black on the bumper will be painted white also. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna order some stuff for the truck. It's gonna be expensive. This winter is gonna cost a lot of money on this truck. Probably putting like another like 10 grand into it. So I'll get to ordering stuff so it's not all a bunch of money at one time. But we'll go from there. But that's gonna be a wrap on today's video. I think the upcoming videos are gonna start being more like house and truck stuff, because it's easier to record doing it like that than, you know, record a truck video, record a house video separate. We're not doing the same stuff in the same day. So I think after these videos, everything will start kind of getting mixed together a little bit, except for some like dedicated videos for the truck, like something in that white box over there. That is for the interior of the truck, which I'll have to have the truck torn apart for a while, because I'm gonna take my time doing it, so it's literally perfect. But that's later videos, maybe next, sorry about that, maybe the next upcoming weeks. We'll see how it goes. But thank you for watching today's video. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.